Hi, I'm Amber Flores, and I'm going to talk to you regarding video journal number 3. Through my observation, I was able to find 2 areas that my team that I was observing was very strong in. I thought that personal independence and competence was an area of strength, and part of the functional behavior was also an area of strength. So I'll start off with social competence. I thought that this was an area that they do have systems in place, but there is still a little work to do. There was 2 types of materials kind of working with their vocational tasks and social interaction that I did see. I did not see multiple materials that were there for communication and social interaction. There was weekly, I will say weekly, social skills lessons, and it was mainly with social stories and video modeling did take place there. The activities that the students are outside of the classroom, they did have peer buddies during lunch, and they had peer buddies during music. So those did fall into place, but it wasn't within the core curriculum that I would like to have seen. Then when you get into the family involvement, this was also great. They had things in place. I just think that it could be a little bit better. We can always improve. There was key team members that communicated with parents, and they did this by getting the information out by a newsletter. It was not very personable, was not individualized, but we're busy, and so that's tough to do. I know that it's hard for me to do as a case carrier of 28, and I'm also teaching. So it was not very individualized. They did avoid the jargon, which I know is kind of one of my pet peeves. It's the jargon and all the acronyms we have in special education. So. Also, a key team member was providing information to families, instructional strategies. It wasn't more each team member, it was kind of just one team member that did that. I don't know if it would be better for each individual student for different team members to kind of talk on their area. So it did seem to be one key person communicating who's not a know-all be-all, so that kind of does cause a problem when you're communicating about something you're not very comfortable with or you don't know a lot about. That can cause communication gaps. When it comes to teaming, I did score them in the middle category throughout. They definitely took responsibility. I did not feel like things were falling through the cracks. But they did, implement as needed in their area. I did not feel like it was a cohesive team, working more together. It was kind of like very, I'll do this, you do that. And they do collaborate. I definitely believe they collaborate. They provide feedback. And the paraprofessionals did have general training. It was not in-depth training, but it was very general, very broad. They were provided training, but it's not, I don't see them participating as a team member. So it's kind of like the core disciplinary team and then kind of a little bit of input from the paraprofessional, but not a member of the team. And that's the same for me at my school. My paraprofessional is not a member of the team. Currently, they work with the students just as much as I do, so that would definitely open my eyes to what I need to also introduce here at my school. The areas that I rated them very strong were the personal independence and the competence area. They were in the far right category. There was 3 or more strategies used for classroom activities to promote independence, and I just thought this was such a strength. I was really impressed to see this. There was picture schedules, notebooks, the daily planners that they had to get them writing in and communicating in, parents checking off, so it was across the board a great area to see. Self-management skills were very strong as well, reinforcing, keeping track, like they had them logging in to see their grades, which I thought was great. I thought the grade monitoring was just on point. I was really impressed with that. And then functional behavior. One area that they have things in place but could improve on were the FBA, having the team really collaborate with family members. I thought it was more done at school, which the family members were not involved as much as I would like to have seen. But they were strong in pulling in the family members and all the team members for developing an intervention plan. So I thought that that was really, really good, and kind of across the board. Where's the behavior happening? Is it happening at home? Is it happening at school? And getting the family members involved in that plan was really good. But as far as the FBA, to determine the behavior, I thought it was mainly just done at school, which kind of I would have liked to have seen parent more have a say. So that's what I'm thinking. But overall, I think they did a great job. There's nothing that I thought was a challenge in the program. They all had these measures in place, but like I said, we can all improve. Thank you.